Hello, yeah, welcome aboard. It's been like a decade, like seriously, it's been a long time. I came back to YouTube to do a video. It's been a long time. Like the last time I uploaded a video, that was sometime last year. And come on, this is 2021, and a lot of things have changed. A lot of things are changing. A lot of things will still change. I never forgot any of you guys, and I want to appreciate every one of you who deemed it fit to press on the like button, who did it fit to subscribe to my channel, who of course deemed it fit to ask questions, and of course added a contribution. I also those that were able to mail me or reach out to me through my social media handles. I appreciate every one of you. And I want to say this time around, I'm going to be more consistent. I promise you that. Yeah, I'm promise, and I'm promising you that. So it is time out with Ude VP, and I'm going to be locking it up with you in this immigration thing. And again, yeah, I don't want to like leave my videos on immigrations alone. Like there are a lot of other things I figured out I should do in my video, which has been there in my channel description from day one. Immigration, talk about politics at times, yeah, talk about investment also and all of that. So a lot of other things are going to be coming on board. But basically, with this, did you hear that Canada needs 401,000 immigrants in 2021 alone? You heard that. That's the highest I have ever known. Like, we're going to go through the statistics together in this video, and of course, I will tell you the reason why you should not, at least this is not the right time for you to abandon your Canadian dream, irrespective of the pandemic, irrespective of what's happening. People are flooding into Canada. People are getting more opportunities to come into Canada, and you cannot abandon that dream, except you want to change your mind, man. If you want to do that, then go right ahead and change your mind and go elsewhere. But if you want to come to Canada, it's not easy. It's not going to be easy. Like if you want to go to some other countries, like some Shanghai countries and all the rest, like Germany and all the rest, of course, Germany, Hungary, Ireland, and some other countries, it takes less than 50% of the stress you put yourself through to get their visa. And then, of course, from such places, it's also easier for you to get into Canada if your country is not, how will I say, how do I put it? Does not easily get visas into Canada. Yeah, you know what I mean. If people in your country has less chances of getting visa into Canada. But I don't want to see it that way, because Canadian immigration is actually open, and that's some of the things we're going to be looking at in the video. And like I said, I don't want to bore you, but we're going to look at this. So making your Canada dream come true. Again, I had a lot of people who applied with me, or who were actually fighting for this Canadian dream together with me back then in Nigeria. Come on, man, my Niger people are the hill now. Come on, man. I represent Nigeria any day, anytime. Right here in Canada, I'm happy to say I'm a Nigerian, and anywhere I go, I rep Niger. I rep Niger to the core. You know what I mean? I rep Niger to the core. Whatever you think about Nigeria is your personal opinion, but Nigerians are great and will continue to be great. So that's what it is, and it is what it is. So make your Canadian dream come true. So my friends, yeah, a couple of friends I had back home in Nigeria, we started this process of Canadian immigration dream together, and of course we failed a couple of times, but some of them pulled off, like they gave up. But I didn't give up for some reasons. I continued. I didn't tell you, or I was denied visa twice for Canada. I was denied visa once for Australia, but that really never discouraged me. You would say probably because I have the finances, but looking at it from my perspective, the finances wasn't really the problem. I think where you burn a lot of money is when you're using an agent. That's another topic for another day. And the stories behind my denials of visa of those days, of those years, so to say, that will also be a story for another day. And of course, let's go with today's story. Making your Canadian dream a reality. So if Canada needs 4,001 immigrants, which is the highest ever, irrespective of the pandemic, It simply means you have more chances to be here. You have more chances. So let's see how Canada has done over the years and why you shouldn't actually give up. And then in consequent videos, we're looking at the opportunities or the path which you should take to be part of these 401,000 immigrants. Sorry. All right. So can this be achieved by RRC? Can this dream, this number of 401,000 immigrants be achieved? Man, it's a very, very steep mountain for the Canadian government to climb, and you know that. But it can be done. Like, it is shocking that as I speak to you, it's almost done. Like, if you see what I've seen in the past few days and few months, especially in this month of February, you understand that this is not a mountain anymore. Like, it's not a mountain. How is it not a mountain? Like, there was, I don't know, you must have heard about the Canadian Express entry. I did a video on it. You could check the video, my video collections, and see some information, but I'll still review the video and do something much better, because emphasis have been laid on it now than every other route. Okay, every other route now is mostly dependent on the express entry, and you shouldn't toy with it. So I would advise you to be part of these 401,000 persons. Come on, man. You have to look out for that link for the video, follow, evaluate yourself to see your the possibilities or your chances. Go ahead and apply for your express entry, create your account, and drop the informations that they require. And then, of course, we see some of the things that could help you build your express entry portfolio. Canada is overshooting its threshold. So this information is actually from Wikipedia. So Canada is actually shooting its threshold. So it is possible that happens. It's possible that happens. So in 2021, if Canada needs 401,000 persons, man, that's way, it's even more compared to what Canada was able to get in 2020, 2019, and 2018 combined. But in previous years, Canada has had a lot of influx, right? Like what we saw here, there's a lot of influx, but that dropped. That really dropped. And it is what it is now. So why do I think this will be achieved in 2021? It will. Like in the month leading up to the start of the pandemic, Canada was inviting around 3,500 candidates per express entry draw. Now, mind you, express entry draw takes place bi-monthly, like twice every month. So with a comprehensive ranking score system, because the express entry is a system, is a rank, is a database that contains number of applicants, and each applicant have their CRS score, which is a comprehensive ranking system score. So the score as of 2020, the average score was like 470 or thereabouts. That's why it was cutting, and Canada was inviting like 3,500 applicants. Then towards the end of 2020, in February the 13th, there was a big surprise. That's why I told you that number is almost achieved. Like it's achieved almost. Like if you this is what makes me feel is the best time. I've been telling a lot of my friends, people that contacted me, I told them the best thing to do right now is to get your express entry on point. Create your express entry, no matter how low your score is, create it and be ready. Any opportunity can get you into Canada, like in a blink of an eye, and you don't need any agents to do this. Like I think Canada is already edging to 50,000 benchmark. So Canada should be looking like for like 300,000 plus now that we get into Canada. You know what I mean? So the 401,000 people has been chopped down, and it's keep being chopped down. That's why you need to get on board. If you had lost hope, you were in the pool before an Express Entry and you lost hope, this is the time to get back on. It is the time to get back on and keep fighting. So what was unusual was the fact that the draw had the lowest CL score requirement ever, like 75 points. How could you have 75? So before now, in the year 2020 and thereabouts, we had 470 as the CL score requirement. And then this time around, we had the lowest score of 75. So how come? From 470, not even 300, it dropped down. What's that English now? Among the immigrants that come into Canada on daily basis, or PR holders in Canada, it is the demography. Yeah, the demography is that Indians are the main source of the new immigrants in Canada, followed by China and the Philippines, and then Nigeria. Yeah, almost Nigeria. Come on, man. We're not there yet too. You talk about United States, you talk about Pakistan, you talk about Syria, Eritrea, South Korea, and Iran. So these are the top 10 countries that make up the 21% population of Canada. So Canada is like approximately 40-something million persons, and 21% of this population are immigrants. And then here is a statistic telling you where these immigrants are coming from. And Nigeria is, I think, the 4th or 5th in the list. So if you're in Nigeria and you think Canadian visa is not for Nigerians, then you lie, because you can see it right here. A lot of Nigerians are here, Indians, Philippines, even the United States, a lot of them are here. On in the same September, in October I'll have 471, in November I'll have 478. And then in November we also had 472. In this, okay, we even had 3 draws in November. In December, November I have 469. Then in December I have 2 draws, 469 and 468. So you see the range of cutoff Express Entry had over the months and over the years. How come we now have 75 in cutoff? Because they need you here, I guess. And there are so many other reasons. We could talk about that in our next video. If you request for us to talk about the reason why 75 was cut. Yeah, the reason why 75 was cut. There could be some reasons, but I wouldn't want to talk about that now. If you are interested in that, then you can hit me up. You comment down below, and then we can talk about that. Then the number of people admitted into Canada in the previous years. In 2015, Canada had 31,000 persons. In 2016, had 33,000 persons. In 2017, had 86,000 persons admitted. In 2018, had 89. In 2019, had 85. In 2020, had 107 admitted into Canada. So now it's getting 400,001 admitted. And then who said you can't be part of that 4,001 admitted people? Who said? If you can take the bull by the horn and do what you ought to do, you could be on your way here. So I've been talking about the Express Entry system, the cutoff. What actually makes up this cutoff? So I just said, let me give you a little bit of clue of what makes up the cutoff. This is also what you find in my video on Express Entry. I think I did a video on Express Entry. You can check out my list of videos. They're not much yet, but I'm working on, of course, increasing the number of videos and quality, and of course more information. So looking at these, you find out that age is a factor, educational level, official language, English or French is sweet. If you speak both English and French, wonderful. Canada work experience, of course, most of you who are interested to come don't have any Canada work experience, so that's a 0. Educational level, from your BSc or lower, Masters and PhD have its own scores. First official language proficiency, that's your IELTS, writing the IELTS exam, listening, writing, reading. Okay. So skills transferable, ability education. So this still under education. Have foreign work experience. How many years of work experience have you gotten in your country or where you're coming from? Certificates, qualification. How many certifications have you gotten that are relevant to the express entry? Arranged employment. Yeah, how has the progression of employment been over the years? And then, do you have a provincial nomination, which is also very important. So even if your entry score is very, very, very low, with a provincial nomination, you're already in Canada. I think it's a big deal when a province have said they need you or getting a job. We talk about the provincial nomination in consequent videos, then you understand how that could work for you. So that is just a preview of why you shouldn't forget your Canadian dream. If you still very much want to come here, then don't look down on your Canadian dream. Put one and one together, sort yourself, put your papers together, sort yourself in, get back to the express entry pool. And when you are in the express entry pool, there are opportunities for you. And of course, another means through which people are coming to Canada in this time of pandemic is through education. But none of the routes are easy, as it might seem. None of them are easy, but all of them are achievable, because as you're still thinking and discouraging yourself, a lot of people are getting into Canada every day, and you don't need to be left behind. I am Uday VP, and it's been wonderful hanging out with you guys. Come on, man, hit the subscription button, hit the like button, let's grow the channel, and that will encourage me to do a lot more. It will encourage me to do a lot more. Come on, I need like more subscriptions. Come on, man, if we could do this, then I'm going to do a lot of more videos. And I don't want you to just expect immigration of videos from me. Like I said, I'm going to be doing things on investments. Like I'm going to be doing things on crypto. I'm going to be doing things on investments. When you get into Canada, how do you invest? Some of you who have not done anything in crypto before, I want to show you around how crypto works and all of that. And sometimes I actually do some videos about my country, Nigeria, and I don't post them on YouTube, but I think I'm going to, of course, start posting it here, because sometimes what the government does down there get me mad, and it discourages me to want to think about investing back in my country. But some of those things are the things we have to talk about. And like I said, drop your suggestions, drop your concerns, suggest possible topics, request a live video, and we will do it, where you give me your question and answer about immigration or about anything I've discussed in any of my previous videos or I've not discussed yet. Then we can trash it out. Apart from that, you could hit me up on my social media platforms, and as well, you could send me an email at profuday@gmail.com, and I will be getting back at you as soon as I can. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I remain my humble self, Uday VP. Yeah, my people, I just did Omo Naija. I did. So if you know hear, if I speak too fast and you know hear me, and you want make I do this video for PJ, may you tell me, make I know it's not you. Do you know what I mean? Come on, man. I said I'm not gonna rest until I see you guys come join me here in Canada. If, of course, really you want to come. Can see it happen. Catch ya.